Hello everyone, it's NADI and welcome back to Weird Ass, a series where I review the strangest beauty items that you're dying to try, and today we're testing out this eye polish. As you fabulous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. I got all of these from Pure via Octoly for free. Thank you, baby. I'm kind of in love with Pure as a business. They did send me their contour stick to test out, which I did do in a battle, and I honestly wasn't in love with it. And even though I said that, they still sent me products to test because they enjoy honest reviews. Because a lot of companies don't allow honest reviews. Like if you don't like their product, then they ask you to take it down or not even post it at all. But with these guys, they're all about honesty. So thank you, Pure. I appreciate it. So a little bit about these sassy girls. They are obviously from Pure. It says they are eye polish, eye base plus top coat with silicone application tool. Use Pure Pigment eye polish as an iridescent, crease-proof shadow primer or as the ultimate top coat layered on your favorite eye looks. They are 0.28 fluid ounces, and let's see what is inside. Oh my gosh, this is legit the weirdest application thing I have ever seen in my life. It's like one of those silly sponge things, but on a brush. So unique. We also have a pretty little picture and directions on exactly how to use this. That is a really pretty look. Look at that. It's all purple and shit. Gorgeous. Now for the polish itself, it does come in a nice little jar. It kind of reminds me of a gel eyeliner jar. And here we have the insides. That's not exactly what I thought it'd look like, but it's still really pretty. This one is in the shade Caviar. For some reason, I thought it was gonna be black, but it's not. It's kind of like a nice metallic gold. It does have kind of a chemical smell, almost like a highlighter. It brings me back to my marker sniffing days in middle school. Don't do it, kids. As always, I am very excited to swatch these little bitches. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. So first we're gonna start with the shade Velvet. I just wanted to show you what the inside really looks like because I kind of think this part is one of its very few flaws, but it's still a flaw nonetheless. Like this has netting on the top so that it doesn't splatter everywhere, but that netting makes it really difficult to pick up any of the shadow. And I've seen pictures of this stuff from other people and they have like a little pool of shadow sitting over the netting. I have no idea how they got it to look like that because all of my shadow is sitting at the bottom of the jar. The netting does not make the shadow impossible to pick up, but it definitely is not ideal. This almost would have been better even in like a squeezy tube or something with a pump. But design aspect aside, this shit is gorgeous. But because of that netting, I really wasn't able to pick up very much. Granted, you really don't need that much because it's so pigmented and spreads around very easily, so maybe the netting is kind of good, I don't know. Next we have Cashmere, which again was just really difficult to pick up. There was nothing on the netting for the rubber to grab, even when I pushed down really fucking hard. So I flipped it over and it looked as if the shadow wasn't liquid anymore, like it had dried up, so of course my ass is gonna investigate. I tried to twist the netting thingy off and eventually got it, and inside the shadow looked like it had expired or curdled or something. It was like ricotta cheese, but really pretty ricotta cheese, yet it kind of looked like that shit people get when they have a bacterial infection down there. Just keeping it real, just keeping it real. But I definitely did not want to use that one, so I moved on to Silk, which look how wet this is. I really don't know what's wrong with the one before. This shade though is divine, but this does bring me to my second and only other flaw, which is the applicator. It's just not good. The product does not stick to it for some reason, so I'm trying it with a flat synthetic brush, and this works so much better. Like the color is richer and more pigmented and just all around better. However, I don't have that many flat brushes, so I'm gonna continue using the little rubber tools, but I thought you should know how it looked with a brush. Next up, we have the one I think I was most excited for, which is Caviar. This was like a deep gold, but has a greenish kind of olivey shift to it. It's definitely a lot more gold in person, but is a really unique shade. I absolutely love it. Now we have Suede, and this I took a chance and was really brave and stuck that brush way down in there. I was just afraid of ripping the netting, but I did seem to be getting quite a bit more product on the brush doing it that way, so I still don't really know the correct way to do this. But this shade was very pretty, very pigmented, but still kind of dark. I'm just so used to putting light shades on my actual eyelids that the idea of putting darks on there is foreign to me, but it intrigues me and I'm definitely going to try all of these. Except Cashmere, which right now I'm trying again and pushing down really hard in the net. I thought maybe that would help, but it didn't, so now we're really skipping that one. So the last shade we have is Satin, and this one is somewhat similar to Cashmere, just a little bit more pink, so I'm actually okay that Cashmere was a dud because we have something close to it that's not a dark shade. But holy shit, you guys, this stuff was like liquid light. Like it reminded me of a gorgeous liquid highlighter, almost like Benefit's High Beam, except with High Beam you get twice as much for the same price as this. But this is definitely thick and pigmented, so it's worth it. Now for the look, I'm starting with primed eyes and using the Morphe 35 OM palette. On a fluffy brush, I'm taking this nice kind of caramel color and lightly sweeping it in the crease to build up a nice smooth transition. Now I'm taking the color right next to it and sweeping it in the same area along the crease and upwards, making sure to really blend that shit out. Next, I'm switching to the Morphe 35B palette and I'm putting this very attractive lavender color all over my lid and blending it up and out. Then I'm taking the deeper purple right below that and putting it on the outer corner and blending it up the crease to kind of deepen the look a bit. Of course, I'm gonna go full glam because that's my favorite kind of makeup to do. Anything less for me is just like too bland, I don't know. Now I'm taking a teeny tiny bit of this black on a pencil brush and lightly dabbing it on the outer corner, and then I'm buffing that out with a fluffy brush. Next, I'm going in with the eye polish in the shade Velvet. I positively loved the way this stuff looked, but it was honestly a little difficult to work with. Once you got used to using the little rubber tool though, it was okay, but I definitely had to go in with a clean brush and clean up the crease a little, but still not a big issue. I am 95% sure that these are meant to be left on their own and not layered, but I wanted to show you guys what multiple polishes would look like on top of each other, so I'm taking satin and highlighting the center of my eye and kind of dragging it towards my inner eye. I mean, I don't think it took away from the look, but I don't think it really added to it either. Like, if I were doing a real tutorial, I probably would have stopped at Velvet. Now for the bottom lash, I'm smoking out that lavender in the 35B palette, and then I'm going over that with the darker purple we used before and kind of blending it up into the outer corner and crease. To finish the look, I'm putting waterproof black liner on my lower waterline and smudging it out with more of that deep purple, and then adding mascara and falsies. And here we are with the final look. I actually do really like these. They are a little bit difficult to get used to, but once you do get used to it, there is so many things that you can do with this. Like, you can use it on the bottom, you could use it on the top, you can go like all nude but just have a little color pop. The options are really endless. So yes, NADI approves. I do recommend them. I will definitely link you down below. But there you go. Don't forget, my newest single, Underwater, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who supported it. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see on future Weird Ass episodes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialNADI, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.